3, 2, 1. Yo, people, what's good? It's man like Jamo. We're back outside again doing more car content, but this time we're talking about this little guy here. It's called the Nextbase Piqo, little 2K dash camera for your car, for whatever you want to put it on, really. High clarity 1080p to 2K resolution, automatic color. I'm just reading the back of the thing. Do you know what? In fact, let me just let you guys pause the video, read that yourself. But basically, yeah, 2K dash camera. I guess we just get it plugged into the car and see what the quality is saying. There's no more to it than that. Big shout out to Piqo for sending this down though. They did let me keep it, but they don't get to see this video before it gets out. So let's see what going on, innit? All right, now let's see what we get inside this little thing right here. Pretty standard packaging, really. So you've got a little USB-C to car cigarette lighter thing that you can use to power the device, I'm assuming. What are these from? It looks like you get some stickers. Okay. A little sticker that says protected by Nextbase on there. You've got some other kind of dry wipes to clean the area that you're gonna stick it to. Got some more warning stickers so that thieves can see that your car's being protected and things. So yeah, no, it looks cool. All right, now this is the little device itself. Let's see what going on. Oh, you got step 1 on this side and you got step 2 on that side. So it says step 1, install the application first. Step 2, now you install the Piqo. Right, so I got to get my phone, install the app. Do you know what? How much daylight have we got? All right, let me try and install the app and see if I can show you guys the app quickly. Choose your dash cam. Okay, so right now it's just asking me to choose my dash cam. Okay, so that's the Piqo thing right there, guys. That's the Piqo thing. Looks like it just hangs from the top. After all that, it's got an SD card in there. It's actually got an SD card in there. I don't know if you guys can see that, fam. Yeah. Right. So the SD card's already in there. Next, I need to connect the power cable. Okay, I love the fact that it's showing me little diagrams on how to connect the power cable and stuff like that. So it looks like we're going in the car for this bit. So let's go get inside. All right, so I've connected the power cable like the thing asked. I guess now let me stick it up on the windscreen somewhere. So I guess I'll just put it maybe like here. All right, what's man got to do next? Turn on your vehicle's ignition to power up your Piqo. You should see a blue light on the Piqo when it's powered up. Do you know what, guys? Let me just skip past all this bit, innit? All right, people. So you'll see right here, we're finally connected with the phone to the dash cam. Main issue that I was having in the first place was the fact that my phone, being at home right now, was connected to my Wi-Fi network, and because it was connected to my Wi-Fi network, for some odd reason, it couldn't stop and switch to my dash cam. So I had to tell my phone to forget my home Wi-Fi network, connect to the dash cam, update the dash cam, and then connect back to my home's Wi-Fi network, which is a bit long-winded. I don't know why you can't just have your Wi-Fi network at home connected and connect to the dash cam as well. I guess it won't really be an issue when you're driving around, because obviously you're not going to be connected to any Wi-Fi networks whilst you're driving in the car, innit? So yeah, at least the thing is working now, and we're good to go and show you the features. Now, when you first get the app installed, you need to download yourself an update. This update took me ages because the application would not connect for love nor money to the flipping dash camera itself, fam. So when man finally got all of that sorted, the app was open. I could see all the options that it gave me. Basically, all the smart features that the dash cam has to offer. Like, you can see the witness mode in there. You can download videos from the dash cam wirelessly, and you can also go on there to have like a live preview mode so that you can see exactly what the web camera can see, and you can just obviously fit it to your dash cam to make sure that it's seeing everything that's on the road ahead of you. So yeah, pretty much simple situation for the dash cam application, but getting it connected in the first place, hella jarring, cuz. All right, now let's get into the nitty and gritty of this thing, because as a dumb web camera, yeah, in terms of it just reading the license plates of the cars in front of you, it, you know, having a good enough microphone to hear what's going on in the cockpit if there is an altercation, it pretty much does that really well, fam. Like, you can see from the footage that I'm showing you here, it's very clear whether it's daytime or whether it's nighttime, fam. And you know, the very basic necessity of a dash cam is just to see what's going on in front of you and read the license plate. So if anyone tries to hit and run, you've already got them on camera one time, and like I said, the Nextbase Piqo does that effortlessly. But where it starts to fall short is the smart features. And if you're getting something like this, it's most likely because you want the smart features. Now, one of the smart features that does work really well is the voice activated witness mode, where you literally say Nextbase Piqo witness mode activate, and it will start recording anything that's going on in front of you until you tell it to stop. So let's say, for example, if there's like an altercation, someone's trying to get out their car and try and go into you, you can tell it to go into witness mode and it will discreetly start recording everything that's going on, microphone and everything, so you have that for evidence when you need to snake anyone that is moving mad on road. Now, that's the only smart feature that kind of works really well, because it's also supposed to let you download your footage wirelessly from the dash camera directly to your phone without you needing to, you know, plug out the SSD, put that into like another laptop and download your footage that way, the old fashioned way kind of thing, which you would do, to be honest, with most other dash cams. However, the clunkiness and the lack of connectivity with the application, I don't know, the application is just not application in for me personally. On my smartphone, I got a Google Pixel 9 Pro, it just wasn't working. So when I was trying to download the stuff, it was just taking ages, and it's like, yo, by this time I could have dragged out the SD card, gone into my yard and just transferred the stuff over the old fashioned way. Another smart feature that I think is really overlooked is the fact that it has all the relevant information that you need automatically attached to every video it records. So it's got the speed that you're going, it's got the time of day, it's got the date itself, and it's got the license plate of your car, fam. So when you drag a video off the dash camera, it's basically a complete file, and anyone who gets it knows exactly what, where, when, and who it happened to. And here's a little clip to let you know what the sound quality from the microphone on the dashcam sounds like.
Wedding, house.
Continue on Wick Road for half a mile.
Once I secure my venue, babe, save the date, save the date.
So yeah, in terms of smart features, it's not as smart as I would have hoped it was, kind of thing, which kind of puts me into a difficult situation, because obviously it's kind of pricey for a 2K webcam. Like obviously you can get 2K webcams on Amazon for like under £50 now. This is nearly twice that price, which could be justified if the smart features were working efficiently, kind of thing. But because they're not, it's a little bit hard for me to recommend over any other 2K web camera. But saying that again, the 2K resolution on this thing is plenty enough, plenty efficient to see what's going on in front of your car, get all the license plates, as I said before. And that's all you need a dash cam for, really. So like for me personally, yeah, as a dumb dash cam, it's really good. But the fact that it's not supposed to be a dumb dash cam, it's supposed to be a smart dash cam, the smart features just ain't cutting it. But let me know if the smart features actually matter to you and whether this dash cam on its own is still a purchase for you.